So now that you know how to construct a perpendicular line from a point on a line and off of a line, we can construct quadrilaterals that have right angles. So we are going to look at how to construct a square. So just a quick refresher, we know a square has four right angles. Four equal sides and four right angles. Okay, so in question number 9 of the Unit 3 Day 8 notes, it says construct a square with a side length of A. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to create that reference line. And I know I want to have side A involved. So I'm going to pick a point on this reference line, and I'm not going to pick the end point, and I'll show you why in a minute, to copy side A. So to copy that side, I'm going to take my compass and I'm going to stretch my compass so that I can measure that length. And I'm then going to transfer that over to this new reference line here. So now I have one side of length A. Now, from these 2 points, I now need to form these right angles, okay, that are over here to the right. So I'm going to start with that first point that I determined. Sorry, guys, my computer's being a little wonky tonight. And I'm going to construct a perpendicular line from a point on a line. So I'm going to place the sharp point of my compass at that first point that I decided upon. And I'm going to scribe an arc to the to the right, and then to the left. Okay. What I've done is now I've basically created a segment contained within this ray such that that point I picked is the midpoint. Okay, so we're going to now take that and we're going to construct the perpendicular bisector between these two green arcs. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the sharp point of our compass, we're going to place it at one of those points of intersection. We're going to now have to stretch our compass. This is important. Stretch your compass so that it goes further than halfway across. And we're going to construct our perpendicular bisector. So our football construction. So I'm going to go from each of those arc points, essentially the end points of that segment, to create those two intersections. And now I can use my straight edge to draw a line straight through. Okay, I'm going to also do that from the other end point of the copy of A. So remember, we had taken A and we'd copied it so that it started at this first purple point and ended here at this arc. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change colors so that you can see. I'm going to go through basically the same process again. I'm going to make that intersection point the midpoint of a segment. So I'm going to choose a length. I'm going to scribe an arc on either side. So now I'm going to be looking at these red arcs, okay? And I'm now going to construct the perpendicular bisector. So I'm going to go from each of those intersection points where the red arcs met that line. And I'm going to stretch my compass so that it goes further than halfway across, so further than that original purple point there. And I'm going to scribe an arc. I'm going to come to the other end point, and I'm going to scribe an arc until I get that football again, so that I have those 2 points of intersection. Very important that you have 2 points of intersection and not just one. So I'm going to move my compass out of the way. I'm going to take a straight edge and I'm going to connect right through. Okay, so now you can see I have a right angle here, I have a right angle right there, and I have a side that is length A. So now I need to have 4 sides of length A. So I'm going to grab my compass and I'm going to come back and I'm going to remeasure that length of segment A, because that's a constraint that needs to be met. So I'm going to remeasure that length. Okay, so I have this length. I have it copied here. Now if I go back to those intersection points, those original intersection points, and I now can put a tick mark on these 2 perpendicular lines that I found. Okay, those 2 perpendicular lines that I found. And I can connect those and I'll have my square. So just so that you can see it a little bit better, you don't have to do this when you're constructing your square, but so you can see mine a little bit better, I'm just going to highlight those pieces. Now, there are different ways that you can construct a square. This is one of them. If you look online, you might find some other videos of different approaches that are also correct. But I hope that this helped.